Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we thank God. I just on Monday, I think I wrote out what we have achieved for last year, and among which was we had 200 suspects.
200.
Yes, we had 57 convictions, about 2,100 or thereabout, about more than 2,000 kilograms of various type of drugs that were seized. And what are you? About 30 people came for on rehabilitation.
Okay.
So,
Voluntary rehabilitation?
Yes.
Voluntary rehabilitation.
Voluntarily. Right. And at least last year again, people can see that the NDLA office is having a good look. Not what you used to.
There has been a first lift.
Okay. Yeah. So at least that was part of the achievement.
Oh, sure. It's a good one.
You know, and all this, despite the COVID, pandemic, and we have all over, and we're still able to achieve all this.
What I want to know, Mr. Commandant, is perhaps the impact of the pandemic in perhaps influencing some of these social vices, like drug abuse, for instance, because the inactivity, economic inactivity, for instance, for most people has pushed them to experiment, and perhaps reading some reports, it was time for brick business for a lot of these traffickers, because most people are staying at home and they just want to escape the boredom or something like that. What can you tell us about what you make of the situation, especially one that is occasioned by the pandemic?
Well, the thing is that because of the economic inactivity, whatever thing, it doesn't mean that you not drug abuse, because you're at home. It doesn't matter. Isn't it that it's a situation? People should be able to live out that situation you find yourself. We've gotten this, and government have advised, stay home, don't just mingle. So that's because you're not home, you're not start taking drugs. So people should not use that. Yes, of course. A lot of arrests were made. Even when people were saying they should stay home, a lot of vehicles, people want to use that period, to transport and ferry, drugs, all over. Drug business is a brisk business. People want to take risks, they want to get money, and they want to do it. No matter what you do, they still want to do it. It is business.
Is it, if it's just a business, but it cannot be successfully taken without the collaborative effort of syndicate and cartel? It's like a cartel business. How have you been able to break through the chains of this cartel business?
Well, look, thank God, at least we're able to break through. That is why we're making, at least this arrest that we are making. It's not easy, but nobody want to be arrested.
Right.
Everybody want to beat the security system, the check system, and what have you. Everybody want to buy over your stuff. You don't want them to get. You get all this. You cannot.
These are some of the temptation you cannot
resist. So sometimes it is you. When I came in, what have we been doing in Adamawa State? What is the mode of operandi? How has the work been done? Then we have to change some of the mode of operandi, how the work has been done before. Then we have been in the NGO, we are the pioneer. Among one of the pioneer members of Ndlea, I'll be 30 years in NDLA this year. So we started it, we know some of these things, I know some of these antics. And I thank God today, at least in Adamawa State here or here in Yola, Jamaica, not when I came, but at least now we can hear that, yes, at least the drug dealers or so, even some of them are running away. And you can see the impact of the arrest, the seizures we have made. The Yola, the Jamaica, where they keep it, you see the last seizure we made in Noma, more than about 800 kilograms of drugs that we did. That is it. So these are some of the things we got to know. Where are the cartels, where are the big dealers, where do they keep these things, and we went to go and bring them. Here, so that is it. You just have to break them. Yes, you cannot succeed in all, but by then, a lot of them
but that wouldn't have been possible without community engagement,
Well, number one, we thank the state government. That is it. They are really, really trying. The state government is trying, and they are helping us to achieve, some of this. Yes, the community involvement. When I met Lamido, His Royal Highness Lawanda, he told me, yes, whatever support we want to have, they hike me an opportunity here. And what have you, the communities, as when it comes to the community involvement. Of course. And look at we now. I know how the vigilante service, are helping us to achieve, some of these things. It's part of the community involvement. Because we know that at the end of the day, you don't have the manpower or things to do some of this, and they are the people right on ground. We have a lot of the informants, that are helping us. Then some arrests that we have made, what was there, like I think the abattoir, that's the first major thing I did. And what did we do? After we made the arrest, and the seizure, I invited the officials of the abattoir, and we sat down. Look, we have gone to make this arrest. You people cannot just sit down waiting for government. What are you people doing? Putting your security checks, putting your own mechanism there. If not, I'll make the governor and they are going to take discipline away from you. And that helped us. They put in their own, check mechanism. They put in their own way so that by the time we make arrest, they don't allow these people to come back again. So but all these things were not there before. They just feel that this government, no.
Right. I want you to help us paint a picture of the situation here in Adamawa State. We do know that it is a phenomenon that is global.